Okay, the far side of Harbor Freight. Woo. All right, that went pretty well. One thing I will say is you have to at least think about the fact that you may or may not get a flat bottom truck. This one I got from U-Haul has very slight, 2 or 3 inches humps for the wheel wells, which is not great for getting this thing in, especially loading it long. Does work. They both, the hutch and the cabinet, fit end to end, but and the other thing is they can only push it in so far, and they're pretty heavy. The boxes, the 56 anyway, is pretty heavy, so having a buddy of some kind, not a bad idea. Let's get her home. A little sketchy, maybe, but it's not incredibly heavy. Yeesh. All right. So this is what I mean about the flat bottom. The Home Depot truck doesn't have one. My plan is for this is to unbox it in here and roll it off and roll it down the ramp. I don't know if this comes across well enough, but I've parked downhill to give myself the best angle. I'd also note, it's a pretty good idea to read the instructions so you know what you're dealing with. So first I'm going to get all the box off, and then go down and get that ramp. The ramp is inside that drawer. Alright, that's where seen people use screwdrivers to get the ramp block off. Those all look like nails to me. So I guess we'll get a pry bar. Ouch. Oof. Definitely a nail. Just for the record, the handle bolts are 5mm hex. Alright, so the plan is to put the handle on, go down the ramp, carefully get down that hill, and then into the driveway. If you knock this very annoying piece of styrofoam under, put a little forward, and it'll give you the angle you can get it out from underneath. Alright, yay. Now just get down that ramp. Looks steeper in the video, but looks steep enough too. Yeesh. This thing is heavier than I expected. I don't know why, but should have expected it to be heavy. The other thing is I'm on the non-directional wheels for the handle, which I think I'm gonna undo to get it down, because even though that's not where I want it to be or that is where I want it to be when I'm in the garage, I need the steering and the leverage from that end. Point being, think about your disembarkment before you put the handle on. Actually, I guess I need it on this side anyway. I could have pushed it, I suppose, but anyway. All right, success for now. We're gonna have to do a wrap up and wrap up a little later, and a true quote-unquote unboxing a little later. All right, a few wrap up points from the road here. I would just say, when you're loading it at Harbor Freight, think about how you're going to unload it. Like, I wish I'd had the full bank loaded, or sorry, the cab loaded second instead of first, so I could have taken it off the truck first. And think of, if you can, tell which end is which as far as the rolling wheels versus the steering wheels, and put the handle on that end respectively, because you need to steer down the ramp. The thing is heavy, so 2 people would be a very good idea. I'm heading to the recycling center here to get rid of all the stuff. And then, have the 5mm hex ready. Good idea. What else? Have a good sharp knife. You know, it is certainly doable by yourself, but I would also say that a buddy is always going to be better. These things are not light. And, you know, if you are on a slant, park down hills, the ramp is as level as possible. Here's a recycling center. Anyway, just be careful, read the instructions, think it through, and stay messy.